Confident and ready for action, the Bulls as they headed to the locker room earlier on. The hometown crowd certain to give them a warm welcome. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. DA, it's all you.
Thank you, Kevin. Last season, James Harden moved past Larry Bird on the career points list. Harden said passing one of the greatest ever is a great honor.
I agree, David. Every word of it. Absolutely. Thank you. Let's see some of the numbers here for Kevin Durant.
And he's gone dry over the past 10 games, guys. His scoring is way down, and he can't seem to fight his way out of the slump. He better get it going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Mills out there with Harden. And it's Durant. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Bembry in at the 3. And for the Bulls, DeRozan out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position.
And you have to have an appreciation for Ball's passing skills. I mean, he just sees the floor beautifully, easily working the ball over to open teammates.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
Durant kicks to Mills. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's LaVine. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Atlanta.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Here's Durant. Here's Aldridge. Count the basket and the foul. DeRozan, and so he's picked up his final foul. He'll sit for the rest of this game. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Count that bucket.
They are feeling the contact and concentration to finish through it. Nice by LaVine.
It's all tied in Chicago. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Mills. James Johnson is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Bembry in at the 3 slot. And the shot is good from Johnson.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
And that one's good, Caruso. Now here's Harden. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Outside Griffin. Johnson against Bradley. Johnson, the pass to Mills. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots it. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Mills has got 5 now. Ball against Harden. Kick out to LaVine. Off with the layup.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that'll...
Thanks very much, Billy. I heard you tell the guys to take it to them and play with more physicality offensively.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. In the second quarter, they put in the work to create a slight scoring advantage. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
Well, Ernie, you got to love the way they get it stopped.
And that
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Look at Patty Mills. What a contribution.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the little things, the intangibles, that make a big difference.
No, for sure. And you can tell he enjoys doing those things that sometimes don't show up in the box score.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Derek Jones. Also Zach LaVine out there. Vucevic is out there with ball. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard.
And that is a huge ball. That is not who they wanted to see headed to the bench with the outcome. Still in question.
Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic.
Tony Bradley coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Here is Harden. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. To the middle, here's Brown. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Brown's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Blake Griffin is checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
For the Nets.
On defense, the Nets, they lead by 6, their biggest margin. Bean passes to Bradley. Griffin with the steal. Bradley can't get it to go. White against KD. And he uses the glass on the lane.
Well, we know Kevin Durant can score from all 3 levels. That one, a chippy for him.
And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back to the action after this word. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. Harden out there with Mills. And it's Durant. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Griffin in at the 5 spot. Here's Durant. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Well, Kevin Durant can just hurt you in so many different ways. He's almost unguardable when he's pulling that jump shot.
Bradley kicks to Caruso. Bean passes to Jones. Here's Bradley. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
Second chance points, always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. And if there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it.
Bulls making a switch here.
And you start with the scoring numbers when you talk James Harden, but he's also led the league in assists, steals, three-pointers, even minutes played, an incredibly impactful player. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
So the first one drops, and that brings them within 5. Good on both. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's Tony Bradley with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Jones checked in for the Bulls.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2.
He He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Well, you're playing right into Kevin Durant's hands when you put him at the free throw line. This guy has always been terrific at the charity stripe.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws. Can't afford these defensive breakdowns, especially down the stretch.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
And there is the whistle. It goes on Kobe White. And so he's picked up his final foul. He'll sit for the rest of this game.
At the line for the Nets, Javon Carter. 2 shots.
He hits the first, and that puts them up by 5. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso.
That's his first personal foul.
And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
Shooting for Brooklyn, Javon Carter. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 7. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what do you think?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kevin Durant.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. So it's the Nets picking up the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. It's time now to go. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.
No, that ain't my thing. Boy, I wear black blocks, turn back blocks into black ops. Stunting, turn into half knocks. If you get man, it's an hour before Matlock and them show up. If you're rent late, then they padlocking your dough up. My come up was ugly. Store trips, colorful money. Hugging the tummy. Nothing was that Brooklyn borough is thorough over Bengals. They throw like Burrow and like you burrowed. Then you block again just to make all that plural. I can't believe I made it like that's supposed to be sterile, but here I am, and my words are certainly fertile. A twist of the wrist, your favorite artist turns into a mural. Y'all wearing dresses in person, stressing them Birkins, fam. I put a in that gown, popping circumstance.
I can tell you ain't from Brown that. Tell your favorite rapper that I want my sound back. On God, my can't allow that. We up in the whip and pull up where your house at. With the loud, lead them where you found that. Unannounced. Back in the lab again, back on your again. I then whip through Madison, out East Afghanistan. We this skirt, do dirt like Zatarans. I've been so adamant, so cold like avalanche. I go by Babylon, leave me my bag again. More moolah, more problems, go crazy. Ferragamo, Barricado, tunnel under just like a El Chapo. Back up on my, me no send no stamps, you get a, whole squad on some, this that church is on the mud, pulpit, you with a cool kid, deuce, click, small room full of, become a,
still sliding, press the issue, if them ride with you, then they leaving with you, if you owe me, then you pay me, I don't miss a nickel, I'm a sickle. My checkbook on Steve Ballmer, do what I want, don't believe karma. Hit the lock, get a new whip, drop the top, then on them. Talking like they coded, I ain't never seen a sneeze on them. I cough up another, build a house new on them. That's another mansion in North Georgia. Why going in foreclosure? That M3, my fourth order. Yeah, I got a lake out back, I'm sitting on 50 acres. If you said I wouldn't make it, y'all just haters. And we don't